the majority of relationships will be fixed instantly. Now, if you want the scriptures that's going to back this, so everything I'm saying is based upon scripture, is based upon what's in the Bible. And the reason why I'm basing it off what's in the Bible, because it is basic instructions before leaving earth. So there's a lot of wisdom in the Bible that if we would apply it, we actually would have better results. Now, let me first say that I was married for about 7 years. Our marriage did not make it. But what I want to just indicate is that, like, looking back on my situation, if I would have applied these things, I'm pretty sure I would still be married now. So now I get to use this information and deliver it to you. Hopefully, you can apply it and have a better result in your relationship. Whether or not your relationship is going okay, is rocky, it's hanging on by a thread. If you would immediately apply these points right here, you would see like great improvement. So first and foremost, both people have to be interested in a relationship working. Both people have to be interested in a relationship working. That is the disclaimer. If one of the people is checked out, this won't work. But if both people are interested in a relationship working, this can work. So what are you going to do? Now, what I will say first is that there are scriptures that I have that's going to back up everything that I'm going to say right now. But in the comments, hit me up in the comments and I'll send you the scripture reference on this stuff. Hey, it's my friend. Hey, how you doing? So here we go. First and foremost, here's the secret. If both people are, hang on a second, I'll be right back. Give me a second. It's so cold and fair. All right, I'm back. So look, if both people are actually consumed, I mean like literally consumed with just doing their part in the relationship, they're not consumed with really trying to keep score. But if they're consumed with doing their part, I guarantee you the relationship will improve. Let me give you an example. So first and foremost, shout out to the people that actually joined into the chat. Shout out to Jackson Hammonds. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you for chiming in. So listen, Rafi boy, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. So listen, so this is about relationships today. And really what I just wanted to say is that in this chat, I'm just going to give you some information about how to make your relationships work. So most of the time, what's going to happen is in your mind or in your relationship, you're going to have these thoughts. These thoughts are going to come into your head and it's going to actually accuse the other partner that you're in a relationship with of different things. It could be just as small as, hey, you left the toilet seat up. But what's going to happen is you will be just chilling, just relaxing, just doing whatever. And you will have these thoughts hit your mind. And if you would interrupt the thought and understand that in relationships, these thoughts will come into your mind and will try to accuse the person you're supposed to be in a loving relationship with. You got to first understand that there is an attack against relationships. So if you were to move forward and just arrest every thought that came into your mind and say, listen, this thought right now isn't serving me, and you just arrest that thought, you'll actually figure out that what will actually happen is you can look at the situation objectively. But if both people are really consumed with serving the other, I promise you, your relationships will last longer. It's when people are more so getting into counting, like counting, I did this, now you got to do this. You did this, now you got to do this. And what actually happens is when you are keeping score like that, it causes you to be in a defense posture with the person you're supposed to be in a relationship with. So I'll encourage anyone that's in a relationship to actually just be consumed with doing your part. And if you're consumed with doing your part, you will find out that doing your part will cause you to show up better for your spouse or for your, for the person you're in a relationship with. And then you'll also get a better result out of them. Now, there's actually a scripture that this comes from. And if you want those scriptures, just in the comments, just let me know you want the scriptures and I'll reply back with it later. But I just wanted to give you all just some information about like how this works. So what you got to understand is that relationships are under attack, especially in this day and age. In this day and age, there are so many attacks against relationships. And when you go forth and you're in a faithful relationship with someone, you just got to understand that they're going to be attacked and you're going to be attacked. And if you, hey, hello, what's going on, everybody? All right, Blue Tiger Man official, shout out to you. Who else is in here? Sadula Vazajev, shout out to you. Listen, yes, absolutely. Paul McNutt, only Jesus is the living water. Shout out to you. You got to understand that in the Bible, God has given us these instructions. And with these instructions, if we were to go ahead and actually apply them to our lives, we will have really a better result in our lives. But the thing is a lot of us, we just make decisions and we do things not really thinking about the word. And when we do that, because we're responding out of either our emotions, out of our flesh, the way we feel, sometimes then those results that we're getting isn't really what we want. So I just wanted to share today that I bet you can improve 100% of any relationships if you are consumed with doing your part. And if you do your part, I guarantee you'll find out quickly whether or not the person you're in a relationship with is concerned about doing their part. But I just want to encourage you all to just be consumed with doing your part. Just understanding that if you do your part, you're gonna actually activate in the other person the law of reciprocity. What does that actually mean? The law of reciprocity means that if I do something good for you, I'm gonna automatically feel like that I owe you something back. So if you have a habit of doing your part, you're gonna activate in the other person the ability that they're gonna wanna actually match you with that energy. Another thing that I'm gonna say is, and today with all of the technology that we have, we don't really spend a lot of time actually spending time with our spouse or the person we're in a relationship with. Most of the time, if we're like if you're sitting on a couch watching TV together, you're supposed to be spending some time together. You know what everybody's actually doing? We're just in our phones like this. And when we're in our phones, we're not really getting the result that we want. So I just wanted to say that if we were to be more focused on actually communicating with each other, spending time doing our part, we would actually have a better result. So Sadula Vijay, yeah, this is English. Shout out to everybody that popped in the chat. I really appreciate you all for coming through. Yeah, so I can give you scriptures on this conversation too, if you want. If you want scriptures, then just in the comments, let me know that you want the scriptures. But basically, I'm just saying that relationships can be fixed nowadays. We could actually even put a dent in the divorce rate if the people that are in a relationship are more concerned with doing their part rather than keeping score of whether or not the other person is doing their part. So that was just a quick little message that I wanted to leave today. Thank everyone for popping in. I'm gonna start going live more often, just so that when I get these little downloads and I want to just release some information that I feel will be helpful, I can just do that. So appreciate everybody for popping on. Thank you so much. Leave a comment if you want more questions, or if you have any questions about what I said, or you want the scriptures, or you want to have a little dialogue. I appreciate you all. Thanks so much for chiming in. Talk to you soon.